Hello, everybody. Welcome to Same Spirit Gaming. My name's Matt.
And I'm Jordan.
And we got a new game for you. Well, I mean, new to the channel game.
Yes.
This one is called Grow Up. Now, I think I actually heard that this is technically a sequel to some other game that I had never even heard of before.
Really? Okay.
Maybe. In any case, yeah. If I'm gonna do anything new on it, gotta... Alright. There we go. Botanical Expedition. Discovery and recovery of interesting bioforms. Day 1803.
Dang.
Apparently Mom is like the name of the computer. Maybe even the whole ship? And Bud is going to be sort of our main character here. Crash.
The ship's called Mom. You crash. You lose your mom. You gotta grow up. I get it.
So, this one is sort of it's a 3D game. I don't know if I'd call it a platformer exactly, but I guess for lack of a better genre, 3D adventure platformer maybe.
Okay.
Would be a good thing to call it. I don't know.
There's no, like, UI. It's kind of weird.
Booting. Planetary Observation Droid. Or Pod. Boot complete. Oh, hello. Do you like planets? I am Pod. I like planets and optics and orbits. Loads of things. Press that button to access Pod View. Oh, you can see through my eyes. That's disconcerting. So, get kind of an overhead view. You can zoom in and out on things. It's a tub. What's a tub? A protective canister that stores equipment. Can you get to it? Oh, yeah, there are different, like, suits and stuff that you could have your character wear.
Oh, cool. I like this.
I guess I had the nocturnal one. And I think some of the suits might even have, like, extra abilities attached to them. Like, this one you could jump higher.
Nice.
This one, I guess you don't take fall damage.
That's funny.
For now, maybe I should just go with the... Maybe I'll just go with original Bud. Anyway, okay, exiting pod view. Climb with either bumpers or triggers.
Bumpers and triggers.
But you also kind of have to, like, hold up or whatever direction you're trying to climb as you do that. It's a little... The movement is slightly quap-like.
Really?
I must have dropped this. I didn't read the rest of that there. Oh well. What's in the tub? Ooh, a Floradex 3000. Floradex scans, records, and reproduces the DNA of useful floriforms. It makes seeds, basically. It's pretty much the Floradex 2000, but in a nicer case. Abilities. So, basically, you grab onto a plant with one of your limbs, like you would use for climbing. Press and hold X, and it'll give you information on that.
Cool.
And once you have that plant in your database, you can press X again to throw a seed and grow another one.
You're like tiny right now. You're super tiny.
Or I'm just on a large planet with large plants.
Yeah. Trampoline. Isn't that a real mushroom?
I think if you get on top of one of these, you can jump a little higher, kind of bounce off of it.
Nice.
Alright. So we continue exploring.
Yes.
Use the floriform to reach that floating rock, bud. Okay. So I put that there, and I guess I hop onto this and try to... I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get the angle for that, but... Let's try that again. Well, maybe.
Boing.
Yeah, the physics are definitely a bit wonky.
Very slow.
But, like, in an intentional
slow
way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess I can just springboard myself towards there and then climb. Okay, I made it.
Nice job. I can fly, so meh.
So there's not really a whole lot of story to this.
Okay.
I guess, well, there is a broader objective that we eventually figure out. We're trying to get to the moon, apparently.
Awesome. I get it. Grow up. You gotta grow all the way up.
Even though that's more like going up.
Yeah. Only up. Kidding. Different game.
But we do grow things, so
Yeah.
I guess that's the grow part of grow up. If anybody watching this happens to know the game that this is potentially part of a series of, let us know, because Jordan straight up doesn't know, and I can't remember what other people said it was at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got another tub.
Nice.
Jetpack!
Nice. That seems very useful.
Yeah. Oh, I will look at what you found after I climb this, I guess. Or is this the thing that you found there, Pod? I don't know. Ooh, well, it is another plant that I can scan. Fungi. Sturdy, tall floriform that should support your weight while climbing. Hold X to open the seed panel, so then you can choose which kind of plant you want to put. Or which kind of seed you want to use, I guess. So yeah, lots of exploration.
I like it. I'm actually a pretty big fan of open world games. Some people don't particularly like them, but I do. And this looks like there's a lot to explore.
Well, I don't think there are going to be too many moments in this game where it would be a bad time for sharing a Bible passage, so whenever you're so inclined.
Okay, sounds good. So, today, we're reading from Matthew 23, and Jesus is angry. Why is he angry, you might ask? This is one of a couple times Jesus really actually gets mad. This is about hypocrisy, and I kind of picked this. Oh, I'll wait.
Sorry. So it's a star planet. We need to grow it and climb it. So that's kind of... there's a piece of the ship.
Piece of mom.
We should take it to the moon. Keeping track of everything you find. Press right bumper. Yep. Anyway.
But you can't go to the moon yet, right?
Oh, no. That'll take quite a while.
Okay. It said it so casually. Yeah, just take it to the moon. I was like, what?
Well, I think it was more like, take it along with us as we go to the moon, and that'll be where maybe we fix the mothership. Literally the mothership.
All right. Yes, Matthew 23. Jesus is mad at hypocrites, and I will read it in a second. But the reason I kind of picked this passage was I had in mind people who were church hurt. And, like, one thing I would say to people who are church hurt is that my guess is that those people in your church are not living a true Christian life, because if they're acting holier than thou or something like that, yeah, that's not how Christians should act towards anybody, especially fellow church members. We're all sinners. We are all unworthy of the grace that's given to us. And I would just say I hope that that doesn't cause you to go away forever. I can understand like the hurt that these people have caused you and the betrayal and the trust that's broken, but that's not the real Christian way. This is related because the Pharisees often acted like the holiest people, and excuse me, they would walk around with like the, papers hanging down in front of their heads and follow all these rules and make it look like they're the best of the best. But here's what Jesus has to say to them. Don't take it from me, but here we go. This is Matthew 23, 13 through 19. And I only stopped at 19 because it would be too long if I kept going. Like, Jesus keeps going. He's just, ragging on them. All right. Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You shut the door of the kingdom of heaven in people's faces. You yourselves do not enter, nor will you let those who enter who are trying to. Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You travel over land and sea to win a single convert, and when you have succeeded, You make them twice as much of a child of hell as you are. Woe to you, blind guides. You say, if anyone swears by the temple, it means nothing. But anyone who swears by the gold of the temple is bound by that oath. You blind fools, which is greater, the gold or the temple that makes the gold sacred? You also say, if anyone swears by the altar, it means nothing. But anyone who swears by the gift of the altar is bound by that oath. You blind men, which is greater, the gift or the altar that makes the gift sacred? I could, yeah, like I said, it goes on and on. I won't read more because then it would just go into a bunch of other stuff. But I mean, that's pretty strong words, especially like you travel over land and sea to win a single convert, and when you have succeeded, you make them twice as much of a child of hell as you are. It's like, oh my gosh, he really does not like these hypocrites because they lead people astray. They close the door of the kingdom of God on unprepared people, unsuspecting people, and this is 100% applicable to certain people of certain churches. He also talks about how, and I feel like this is relatable too. Let's see, where was it? Woe to you, teacher. Oops, I just lost my place again. 27 and 28 is even more specific. Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites. You are like the whitewashed tombs, which look beautiful on the outside, but on the inside are full of bones of the dead and everything unclean. In the same way, on the outside you appear to people as righteous, but on the inside you are full of hypocrisy and wickedness. Yeah, very strong words. Sorry, I just read more, but that was like very relatable. So, yeah, he's at people like this who try to appear very holy on the outside, but are actually like manipulating and trying to get an edge over someone, or just like judging or serving themselves. Yeah, child of hell, hypocrite. You will not be in the kingdom of God. So I hope that helps show people how wrong those people are in those churches that act that way. And once again, if you're church hurt, just think of how Jesus feels about those people. And hopefully you can understand too what it looks like to be a true Christian. And I promise you, the world is not gonna fulfill that like loss that you have from losing the church, because even though you might have chosen to step away, you've still lost that community, lost a church, lost a place to be. And yeah, I promise you, the world is not gonna give you that. Yeah, Jesus is the answer. That's all I got to say.
It seems to me that a lot of the Christians, or at least people who say they're Christians, that want to push for a greater sense of Christian morality within a country, pretty much always point to the more restrictive things and not the helpful things.
Yeah.
And I would say their attitudes are a lot like what Jesus mentions here about the Pharisees.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Because it's all about, oh, you got to do this and that, and not the Pharisees weren't focused on helping people like they should have been. They were hyper-focused on obey the law.
Yeah. And they also weren't focused on God. Which, like, that's the point of the temple and the point of the laws. The point of all this stuff was God. It's not, you know, being better than everyone else.
Yeah.
And, yeah, they just completely missed the point of everything and began serving themselves.
They kind of
why
turned the
they're a
law,
child of
especially the
hell,
Mosaic law, into a god in and of itself.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And also that's why he says child of hell, because what does Satan worship? Himself. What does he want other people to do? Worship themselves, not God. The self is all. And so that's what those Pharisees were doing. They idolized themselves.
No, wait, no. No. Okay, well, at least I'm not gonna, you know, die from fall damage or anything like that.
Yeah.
Air brake, yay.
Glide.
So yeah, we've gotten to the growing part of grow up.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
We grow these different stems, or I don't know. We grow these different parts of the star plant, run them into these energy rock things, and that causes the main star plant to grow more.
I like it. And you will get to the moon. This seems like a huge world. And it just makes me think of Starfield, how they said, we can't have everything loaded at once. We have to have like invisible walls and loading zones and da 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 da. It's like, for one thing, look at this game. This is like an indie, sort of indie title. For another thing, you guys did it in Skyrim already. You can walk from one edge of the map to the other without loading. I mean, okay, it does load, but there's no loading screens. It just like loads for a couple seconds. Like, games have been doing that forever. There's no excuse, Starfield. I'm sorry, there's no excuse. I don't know what they were thinking.
I can't grow this all the way up to that point.
Why not?
Because there's a limit to how much a given branch can grow, and I reached that limit.
Oh, okay.
But I can perhaps take this lower branch that comes from the branch I'm already on and continue with that.
Interesting.
Okay, so where am I even trying to work towards? See, the way that I unintentionally did this wrong when I played through the game before was that I was not trying to get these things attached to the energy rocks at all. I was just like, oh, hey, take the stem and make it grow. That's it. I was not actually doing anything with the I was not growing the central star plant.
So you control where it grows.
To an extent, yeah. But it's also a little bit weird because it's like, well, maybe it just seems weird to me. It would potentially seem completely natural to you, Jordan, because guess what? The y-axis is inverted.
Yes! That is natural to me.
Only when you grow the plants, though. Although, maybe the normal camera's like that, too. I haven't messed much with the camera to remember that off the top of my head. No. Regular camera control, not inverted. Growing plant control, inverted.
That's kind of weird. I don't know why they did that.
Unless there's something in the settings for that. Well, okay. That's why, because I... See, but I have no selected for inverting the grow control.
But it is inverted.
Well, now that I've kind of gotten used to what it is, I'm not going to change it.
No, yeah, you're on default controls.
Seems like I'm potentially pretty close to getting up to this one piece of the ship. So let me try and get to that before we wrap things up. Whoa.
Okay.
What you doing there, bud? Do I need to attach the main star plant to another energy rock? Seems like it's pretty tall, but there is another energy rock over there. So I probably need to do that first, actually. Main star plant just isn't quite tall enough. Actually, that might not even be the main star plant. I don't know. But there's that energy rock there. I just gotta find one of these branches to try and get to it. Or I guess maybe these are more like buds, like plant buds.
Yeah. It doesn't tell you.
Get there, get there, get there.
It's up to interpretation. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's still not the max for the star plant, I don't think. Well, maybe it is. I thought it was going to stop short of the 750 meter mark that it said was the max, but I guess it's all good. Ta-da! Star plant is fully grown.
Nice. Nice.
Boing.
Ragdoll.
No, wait. I'm like, don't shoot me off the edge. Alright. I'm gonna enable this telerouter thing here, so now I've got basically 2 spawn points on the map.
Nice. How do you... But you haven't died yet, right? I mean... Or do it's like a fast travel thing?
I actually kind of did once.
Oh, okay.
But it was because I fell into the water. Bud does not do well in water. Alright, so I gotta get up there now. The only thing that's a little disappointing about using the glider is that it's so slow.
Does seem a little bit slow, but useful. It's faster than if you had to not have the glider.
Oh, right, definitely faster than falling and needing to get back up all over again. Is there a quicker way that I could do this than climbing all the way up there? Yeah, probably if I bounce off of this. Or jump off of it, more like. Then maybe I can use this bud here to grow it upward, and then... Okay, where am I grabbing?
Grow it up.
Right, go upward. As it, like, kind of phases through another part of the plant.
Greatest height increasing.
Yeah. Okay. That's definitely better. Okay. Where's the ship piece? There we go. Grab the magnet. What magnet? Oh, there's probably a magnet near the ship part thing. Maybe. That magnet, I guess. The one that's floating here, and boom. Step down. Okay, I have stepped down. And Pod's gonna lift it up and take it to the moon, I guess. Why couldn't I just ride Pod to the moon?
Yeah, really. That's way heavier than you. Is it reading to you?
Speaking to me, or trying to, I guess. It was, but also some of its words are all mixed up, I guess, because of being broken. Okay. I think that's enough progress for now.
It kind of, like, in some ways, reminds me of Pikmin. Like, obviously without the Pikmin,
I could see that.
But, yeah, like, it's the same kind of thing. Like, your ship crashed, you're getting ship parts, you're tiny, all the rest of the world is big.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no Pikmin. That's the only thing.
All right.
Cool. If you played Grow Up or Pikmin, let us know.
And make sure you subscribe if you want to see more Grow Up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, that's all we got for now.
Yeah.
So, hopefully we'll see you soon. Yeah. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.